Greetings to everybody in all bodies. I am Amir Premier, and we're going to start our mini semester off with building character anatomy using astrology and dice. So what I did right here is divide up Aries through Pisces. Don't laugh at my human portraiture. And so basically what we're going to do, you can use multiple dice or just one die if you have one. I have a bunch. So what we're gonna do right now is break down building a character. It can either be a body, doesn't necessarily have to be a human, it can be an animal, could be a creature that you make up. And what you're also gonna find out is that it could be a song, how you're building your build up with the 360 of that piece of art. So let's get into it. Here we have my makeshift tripod. All right, let me make sure it's nice and steady and balanced. All right, here we go. So, what we know about the human body, starting from Aries to Pisces. Obviously, we have different houses. So that house could start at Scorpio, that house could start at Taurus, but generally, the head is ruled by Aries. Pisces rules the feet. I'll just go up. Aquarius rules the calves and the ankles. Capricorn rules the knees and the joints. Sagittarius is the hips and the thighs. Scorpio, the sexual organs. Libra, the kidneys, the purification system. Virgo, your bowels. Leo and Cancer, ruling the heart and the chest area. Solar plexus more of the Leo area, the willpower. Cancer is more of the heart area, the chest space. And a lot of those are interchangeable, I found. Gemini is more the lungs, the chest, and the hands. I also found Cancer there too. Taurus is the throat chakra moving up here. And then obviously Aries, the head space. And so what you can do when you're building characters for your world, using divination tools, you can use, like I said, one die or multiple die. So what I'm gonna do is start between Aries, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and go to Virgo. So what we're gonna do is just roll it out, roll it out. All right, you can divvy them up. Put that there, just in the order that they came. Bow, bow. All right, so we got Aries as a 4, so the head space. Then we got the throat at a 3. Got the lungs at a 4. Okay, it seems pretty easy, like even out. Cancer, the chest, a 4. Leo, solar plexus, a 4, and Virgo, a 1. So obviously the die system is between a 1 and a 6. 1 being something, like 1 being something of concern, not too much concern, and the higher that it goes up to 6 is something that is of concern. So for your character, for instance, like this was very evened out, but I'm even seeing that we'll probably finish it up, and then I'll explain the system that you can use to create, what problems that the character might have as far as bodily health, and then what strengths that they might have. So let's do the rest between Libra and Pisces. So I'll just, divvy it up like this. Starting at Libra, okay, we have a 5. Bring it down. Okay. All right, let's bring it down. Libra, put it over here. Libra, a 5. Scorpio, a 3. Sag, a 1. Cap, 1. Aquarius, 2. Pisces, 3. All right. So we have our character here from the head to the toes. And the system that I was originally going off of was between 1 and 6, obviously, for the dice. 1 being like the least worried, or maybe even a strength that the character has. And I'm seeing like a lot of 1s down here. So 1, and even 2s, Virgo, 1, 2. And then 6 being something like hazardous, something to look out for, possibly a weakness. And the highest ones that I see, let me get a different color here. Libra, so the purification system. And I think, yeah, 4 maybe something of concern, kind of being that equilibrium too. So from this, that 1 through 6 system, we can create the headspace down to the feet, building the strength of the character, the health of the character. So with this character, it's pretty evened out. We can say like something of concern would be the purification system of that character. So it's really taking the anatomy, the astronomy, and then going into the astrology, adding the meanings to it. Excuse me, as far as building this character. So we can say that the purification system is something to be of concern. Perhaps there are kidney issues with this character, and then the kidney issues going in with how this person is processing their emotions and letting it go, letting it release through their pores, letting it release through their piss, letting it release through their shit like that. So this is something that this character is holding on to, and it's having to do with Libra. So finding that balance, holding on to imbalance. See, we're already building the character here from what we know about astrology. Let's go into the strengths. The strengths being the Sagittarius area, the Capricorn area. So this person has, strong foundation. We can say like this character has a strong foundation, especially when it comes to their Jupiter and when it comes to their Saturn. So they have a strong foundation when it comes to expanding, finding meanings and reasonings, and discipline, putting themselves on a schedule and restricting themselves. However, where the weakness comes into play is how they release that, how they relate that. So I'm even looking at like a boss type character who has, some behind the scenes drama, of course. You know what I'm saying? Some behind the scenes drama. When it comes to this, even like these 4s up here, it's not necessarily high, but it is something of concern. So like their lungs, they might have lung issues. They might have communication issues. So again, it's finding that yin and yang. It's a yin and yang to everything. But to create the complexity of a character, finding what could work and what isn't necessarily the best. Headspace is a 4. This is like getting closer and closer to a 6, so you can say that they're headstrong. Again, this is all about your interpretation of the signs and your interpretation of, is this character working in your benefit, in the benefit of the story? Does this character push the story? Is it a main central character, or is it someone on the side? Just for the sake of this example, I'll say that this is a main character. Lungs, breathing issues, expanding and contracting. Maybe could be a fixed character. The chest, also a 4. Looking at the Cancer, the Gemini area, this whole idea of mutable water, mutable air, and cardinal water. This whole idea of kind of like maybe some resistance towards showing emotion. Okay, and then the Leos are 4 too. High willpower, high resistance here. The Virgo is a 1, so as far as like their bowels, as far as their nervous system too, I'd say like they're quote unquote healthy as far as just how they're utilizing their spaceship. But it's just these things to look out for as far as like the Libra, like that balance and that Venetian energy that this character might go throughout their day to day. Yeah, they're extremely passionate, but they're imbalanced. Yeah, they have a strong support system, but their communication, their upper chakras are kind of just like a little like clogged in this 4 area. So this is it. This is essentially the example. What you can do is just divide it out like this. Aries through Pisces, and according the next lesson, we're gonna do building character natals. So it doesn't necessarily have to start at Aries. We can start at Scorpio, and then that could be their head. And again, that's what's going to make a more complex character. Say like their headspace is at Scorpio, shout out to Scorpio risings, and then their ending may be in Scorpio, or they may be end in Libra. So this just creates a more complex character. And again, you're going to find that this can be the beginning of a story to the end of the story, the beginning of a song to the end of the song. Let me come in right here too. So this is the introduction, building character anatomy using astrology and dice. Hope y'all find this helpful when you are in your creative natures and your creative space. Until next time.